This is day 2 of our Backroads trip in Vermont. And this is a new bridge just completed. So we're about at the 19-mile point from our start today. A long way to go. This is the third day of our Backroads trip in Vermont. This is the top of Appalachian Gap. We just came up this side. It's about 3 hours to get here. Didn't quite bike all the way up. I pushed the bike up the last half a kilometer. Of course, the way to travel up.
I can only take like 2 of those sandwiches because I'll eat all of them. Yeah. Like I can't take more than that. The extra ones I just put in the cooler because I'll just eat them. God bless you. I just like cans now.
Okay, that's the first thing I have on my sheet. Oh wait, so we're gonna meet at.
These are good. Oh my! Were these sauces are in here?
This way, of course, so it's like 7 miles. We'll go over there.
So you wait there.
Sexual reproduction.
So are you not going to do the downhill?
I'm doing the downhill. But Harold's going to go really fast.
I was just telling him that.
Okay.
I was just telling him those curves on this. They're sharper than you think. Like you start around them and it's like, whoa. Yeah. I like even driving it. I almost go across the line sometimes because I go on the curve and I'm like, wow.
Oh my God, this is cool.
Yeah, it's definitely bad.
So here we are still on day 3, and I thought I would film the trip on this bumpy dirt road through the covered bridge. Hi, Ron. Now what you're missing here is the odor. Manure.
Back, you were really far away, and I was wondering if you saw me turn. Did you see me turn?
Yes.
You ought to have a smell device on that video so you can get the full sense.
Smelly vision. So pieces of tire hold
Watch out,
down.
they're coming, get behind, or get in front, or something. Why don't you get ahead of me? Because I don't like to...
I'm going to stop right up here.
Oh.
This is Elmore Lake in Vermont, en route to Stowe, about 15 miles from Stowe, Vermont. And this is where we had our picnic for Backroads today. So here we are, day 5 into the bike trip. 2.5 miles into the trip, a covered bridge. Trying to take this with the regular camera, but it tells me the battery's too weak, so I'm taking a little video. Whatever hollow road this is, Stowe Hollow. And we came this way, and we're going to go around up there. Ooh, almost dumped the bike. Anyway, up there. So one of the problems with Vermont road infrastructure is either good roads that are way too crowded or side roads that are poorly maintained, and then dirt roads that don't even have pavement. We've been going on a lot of dirt roads. Yesterday, 11 miles of dirt roads out of 46 traveled. But these ruts are often so big your tire can get stuck in them. One of the 8 people we have in our group actually got the tire damaged by one of those yesterday, or 2 days ago, I guess. So here's where the pavement ends and the dirt begins. So this is not the typical dusty dirt road I expected. It's more like packed in dirt with loose rocks on the side. So hopefully you can find a smooth surface to bike on and not get caught up on the rocks. Sometimes it ends up being like a washboard that you really wish you weren't on it. So this is 4 miles, 3 miles into our ride today, and we're already on dirt. Yeah, we're around mile 9 maybe on day 5. Cheap Thrills. Okay, so this is a fairly smooth stretch of road that has very little traffic. We had about we had about 10 miles yesterday after the picnic where we went through a sort of middle of nowhere road that was pretty good shape like this. Rolling hills to the side and farmland. Ah, good. One of the better stretches. Busy road with a wide enough shoulder to accommodate a bicycle. Yesterday, going into Stowe, it was about a third this wide. Huge amount of traffic. Ruts in the side of the road that could twist you into the roadway if you weren't careful. So it was so on day 4, the last 2 miles into Stowe, I felt was a death trap. I got zipped past by 2 large tour buses as well as some big dump trucks and 18-wheelers that barely stayed on their side of the white line. And there wasn't hardly enough shoulder for me to stay on my side of the white line. It was terrifying. Here we are, Ben & Jerry's, great landmark. Okay, I'm using my helmet cam.
I like that. That's a cool little setup. Homemade?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You know, actually, there was an article in the New York Times about riders are wearing these because...
Oh, they want to sue the pants off of people that run them off the road.
What they want to do is they want to prove, because, you know, here people are nice, but not everywhere. You know, in other places they're downright hostile. And they do, you know, they hit and run, and some guy actually had the guy's license plate.
Yeah, he got knocked over and he didn't realize it. But then when he looked back after the fact at the film, he could see that when he was laying on the ground, the picture took the license plate.
The ice cream is euphoric, but that's really just the tip of the cone. You probably know the tale that starts with the 2 upstarts who started it all. That mind and taste bud boggling odyssey that began when Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield first met in 1963 at the back of the pack in 7th grade gym class in Merritt, Long Island. After college, the lifelong friends split the cost to enroll in a $5 correspondence course on ice cream making from Penn State University. They passed with flying colors, due in part to Jerry's book smarts and Ben's work ethic, and the fact that all the exams were open book. Diplomas in hand, they combined their savings and renovated an old gas station in the heart of downtown Burlington, Vermont. They opened for business on May 5th, 1978. Soon there were long lines stretching out the door as more and more people clamored for a taste of Ben & Jerry's homemade flavor creations. After surviving their first year in business, they celebrated with free cone donuts.
So nearly back to Stowe. This is some sort of bike path. Oops. Hi. Jonathan said I'd find you down here someplace.
Hi, come and oh, he has his camera on. Are we being filmed?
Yes.
Hi, Dave. Oh, okay. That is so awesome. Well, I'm glad you're filming.
Yes. No, I'm going to be with you in a moment. Only if you want to live. You know, you risk a ticket by riding on the sidewalk, but you live. So I'm going to go on the sidewalk. Barely a shoulder on that side. Oh, there they are. I can do that.
I liked it. How many miles? It's 5 miles each way?
Yeah. So this is the way out of town. No shoulder to speak of. I guess we couldn't speak of it as being way too narrow. Traffic's not as dense as 2 nights ago and came in. Sure doesn't make me feel good. Good person in a truck stayed behind me until traffic cleared. Others are not so courteous. we're safe. So I don't think there's much else, oh, cowies. I think there's much else here for a while, so I'm gonna uncouple the camera. Happy Vermont cows that are not crammed into factory farming buildings. So I actually just caught up to 2 of the 5 from in front, and then as I stood here with the camera, one of the leaders, Caitlin, just passed. Still continuing on day 6, the final day. About 14 miles into the trip. Just left 3 of the group steaming ahead down the hill. About 32-mile mark on day 6. For the most part, it's been roads like this. Lightly traveled, no dirt roads whatsoever in these 32 miles so far, only 8 more miles to go. And the roads have been like this or more rural than this, but all paved. And pretty good shape overall. It's Caitlin way down the road there. Motorcycle too. Anyway, fairly scenic landscape.